Spencer taking off for friendly morning fishing tournament. We are on Gull Lake today. We're going to do a friendly tournament today. It's a Monday. We were planning on going to Lake St. Clair, but kind of fell through, and so we just decided to do a tournament, either half day or full day, depending upon how it goes, here at Gull Lake. It's a pretty big lake in southwest Michigan that I've only fished 3 or 4 times. Really clear, beautiful lake. There's some good fishing here. It gets fished in tournaments really hard. So I've got a little bit of knowledge of it, and we'll see how I do. The fish are usually deep here, and I like to fish shallow, so I'm gonna have to see what I can do shallow first, and then maybe move out deep and try my best. I'm actually gonna start right here at the boat launch. There's a creek that comes in right over here, and we've had a lot of rain for the past 2 days, and so I'm hoping maybe there's a lot of flow coming in right now, and I'll find some fish just kind of staged right out here on the shelf, and that's where I'm gonna start real quick. Throw a couple topwater jerkbait, something like that, and then I'm gonna move to my first spot. First spot is just kind of a weedy spot close to shore, so I'll try to give you my best information I can as I go along through the day. I might not be able to record for the whole day, so but I'll do my best. So stick around and see how I figure out this lake that I've only fished 3 or 4 times and doing the tournament against Spencer, but he's only fished it once, so we're evenly matched. So all right, wish me luck. All right, that was not the start we wanted. After fishing in the rain, you should always put the plug back in the boat. So luckily I decided to fish right by the launch, because when my automatic bilge kicked on, thankfully, I didn't have far to go to load back up, put the plug in, and now we're ready to fish. Except on Saturday when I got done fishing, I was trying to dry off my boat and hadn't backed it all the way in the garage all the way, and the garage door came down and busted off my transducer off my trolling motor, broke the plastic, so I super glued it on thinking it would maybe stay. It lasted all of the first 5 or 10 minutes, so I had to clip off the trolling or the transducer, and so now I'm without my front fish finder. So we'll use the back one, which we can swivel and see, and we'll just go from there. So 6:30 now. I've spent half an hour just screwing around, so now we're ready to fish. Let's go to our first spot, see how we do. Second spot. Let's go to our second spot, see how we do. Alright, first fish of the trip is a little smallmouth bass caught on a purple essence. Follow shadow wrap deep. So it's the first fish of the trip, but hopefully we're on them. So I'm just a few casts over here with this bait, so see if we can catch a big one. Alright, second bass of the day is a 13-inch largemouth. We caught that one pike in between those 2 bass, so I expect to catch a lot of 13-inch bass today. It's kind of hard for me to catch 14-inchers here from the last time I was here, but we'll see. Jerkbait's working, we've caught a few on it, so I think I'm going to go back with a little swim bait. Go right back through the same area deeper with a swim bait. A little Kitech, and see what we can't do with that. we made a run to the Sunken Islands. I forget what they call them, the hogbacks or something like that. There's two Sunken Islands. One's pretty shallow, the other one's 20 or so deep, 20 feet deep or so. So I'm gonna try there a minute, and I'll just throw a bunch of different baits. I'm not very good with the drop shot, but I'll throw that a little bit too. And then after that, we might try a dock pattern, see if we can't catch something keeper under a dock. All right, we got our first fish in the boat. That's a keeper. It's a good thing we moved out to the Sunken Islands. 14 3/4, so it's a little keeper. Sure, it weighs about 1.5 pounds. 1.69. One keeper, 14 3/4, 1.69. That's better than 0 keepers. All right, we caught one keeper on the Sunken Islands. We tried to find the deeper one, but without the front graph, it's pretty hard to stay on the fish and find the fish. And so we came shallow. We're going to fish the docks here in the South Bay of Gull Lake. I've done this before, and I know there's fish around the dock. So we'll see if we can catch any with Sinkos and a little swim bait, maybe something else. So. Oh, we put keeper number 2 in the boat. Ooh. From the same dock. I think this is keeper number 3 if we can get it in the boat. There we go. Perfect. 14 on the line. In the same dock right here, I just put fish number 2 and 3 in the boat, 14 inches both on Sinkos. So we're gonna fish docks now that we got some deeper water next to the docks. We saw schooling fish. We saw a little wolf pack of, I don't know, 20 nice bass. I think I got one on the Kitech, but it was 13 3/4, so couldn't get any more. Couldn't get any more on the Kitech. Tried jerk bait. Did catch a pike and a little one on jerk bait. So now we're gonna skip these docks now that we caught a couple keepers off of it. See if we can't get a limit, and then maybe we'll move out to deeper water once we get our limit of small fish. I expect Spencer to also get a limit of 5 small bass at least, so we'll go from there. Keeper number 4, skipping a shallow sandy dock, the Senko, going all the way to the South Bay, and I'm working my way out along the west shore. And finally pulled a good one. He took me back under the dock and got him. 346, so 3.5 pounds, 18.25 inches. There, finally. All right, we got 4 fish in the boat, a couple barely 14s, a 14 3/4, and that 18.25, 3.5 pounder. So that might win us big bass, and will help our weight definitely. So I think I'm just going to run back over right to the other side of this Southwest Bay and hit a few of those docks and go back to where I saw that wolf pack, see if I can't pick one of those good ones off that was a keeper. I saw some nice ones mixed in with the little ones. So we're going to try that real quick, and then we'll go from there. All right, 5th keeper of the day, finally. A little Kitech swim bait. Found that wolf pack that I saw earlier, and I almost had a bite from them. They trailed it once, and I kind of spooked them, so I had to go away from them and try to drop shot. Turned around, came back through with the Kitech, and caught one of them. 17.5 inches, so I'll call it 2.5 pounds probably. There we go, 5 in the box. Good start. But who knows what Spencer has? Who knows? I'll throw this Kitech here a little bit longer, see if we can't catch a couple more. There's some good ones mixed in there. I should be able to get rid of those 2 14 inchers, maybe even that 14 3/4. So. Shallow fish pushing bait. There we go, we got it. Little guy, I think. Oh, maybe a keeper. Yeah, that's close. Smallie maybe? Looks like a smallie. I think it's a keeper. There we go. $14.25. I don't know if this is going to be a tournament of ounces or not. Don't have a beam. We're going to try to weigh them up. See if he can beat one of the 2 14-inch largemouth or not. This is 1.6, 1.4, 1.3. And let that one go. Keep the slightly bigger smallie. All right, first cull of the day, 3 ounces. That one I saw some splashing right next to shore, and I could see the wake of somebody chasing something, so I cast this right up to shore and was just kind of hopping it like a jig on the bottom, and he came over and picked it up. Tie on a different one that I super glued the heads on these Kitech. They last a whole lot longer if you do, and you can skip them for a while under docks too, which works pretty well. Alright, that was a good fish. Thought he was going up for minnow shallow. Probably was. I thought this Kitech would work, but I cast way too close to him and spooked him. All right, keeper number 7 is 14.5 inches. See if we can cull ounces again. 1.8. It's bigger than that smallie. Let's see. There we go. Cull number 2. All right, midday update. We still got those same 5 fish in the boat. Just talked to Spencer. He doesn't quite have 5 yet. I think he said he's got 4. And he's been catching his on the chatterbait, but mostly pike is what he's been catching on the chatterbait. I'm fishing kind of east of the island on Gull Lake. Just fishing the weed patches kind of out here, and whatever it is, 8 to 20 feet of water. So I'm fishing a jerk bait and that little swim bait, and I caught some earlier, or I caught one on the topwater. I don't know if you saw that. But I was fishing the topwater and had a school of 7 or 8 bass chasing it, and got one to hit right at the boat. So we'll probably throw the topwater a little bit. It's a sexy dog. So that's the midday update. It's noon right now, and we talked about stopping at noon, but I think we're going to fish a little bit longer, see how it goes. Not gonna help us. Just got up to a bigger weed patch right here. Maybe we can catch another one off of this. Either a pike or a better one. Yeah, that's not better. Maybe 14. Maybe. Don't think so. Nope. Not 14. Not even close. He's not. Oh, he's dropped. We might stay on this flat here. I kind of want to fish some docks. I might go to the back side of the island, which I know is deeper, past the sandbar, fish that little pocket. Yep. All right, decision time. All right, it's 12:30 now, and we're gonna switch. We're on the east side in the pocket. I don't know where we are, but just east of the island, and we're gonna go to the west side, the wind-blown side, a little bit north of the island, and try kind of the same thing, just weed patches along the break. And I was starting to get some bites from the top water. I caught another 14.5 or so. That was 1.6, so shouldn't be any better than what I have. So I put that one back. So that's our 8th keeper for the day, and we're gonna try the top water over here on the wind-blown side and maybe jerk bait again and see how we do. All right, we got about 45 minutes left. We're gonna stop at 2:30 and I put another fish in the boat that was, it said 112. I think it was 14 and a half again. So it was basically another 1.5 pounder. So we'll see how we do. We got 45 minutes left. We're gonna go back to where we started. We fished the island again for a little bit, real quick with the jerkbait, and didn't catch anything. And we went kind of the west side, northwest side of the lake, and didn't catch anything there. So now we're on kind of the northeast side, and there's just a pretty good weed line right here. So we're gonna try that. There's a guy fishing up here, so we'll see what we can do. 45 minutes left. We're probably gonna stay here. Probably our last stop. We're at the northwest corner, back in the windy side. We didn't do any good on the northeast side, so we're gonna try jerkbait here. A little bit of weeds that there are, and we'll just see if we can catch one more keeper. Nice day in the water, kind of a mix of sun and clouds all day. Air temperature is probably about 75, 80 degrees. It's nice, very pleasant. East wind, as you can see. About maybe 10 miles an hour now, a little bit stronger. Yeah, all in all, good day. Let's see if we can outdo old Spencer. Sorry for the shaky footage. Spencer and I just got done fishing Gull Lake in southwest Michigan, doing a friendly little tournament. We both ended up with our limit, and he was able to catch some there at the end that helped him out. He was able to beat me on big bass. My 18-incher 3.7 is what it weighed, and he had one just about the same size that was 3.10. So he beat me on big bass, but I beat him on total weight. My 5 bass went 12.3 roughly, and his went like 11.9. So 3 ounces kind of each way, so we kind of split. So we had to draw, but a good day on the water. He was using chatterbait mostly, and did pretty good on the chatterbait. He was fishing that deeper. He caught some on a jerkbait, but we kind of were doing the same thing, just fishing the drop off in the weed line, and had a good time. So can't complain. I think I'm gonna go fishing again tonight with my son, so looking forward to that. Click subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also check out Triton Man, which is my page. So hope you enjoyed this video. This was kind of my exploratory day on the lake, on Gull Lake, which is a well-known. I'm sure some of the guys that maybe watch this video will have fished it many times before and could have told me what I was doing wrong. But that's the way I fished it, kind of shallow, fishing the drop with a jerkbait for the most part. Senko worked good under some docks. I had a little bit of topwater action when I threw it, and also the Kitech was pretty good. So those are the 4 main baits. I tried 6 or 7 other ones too, but those are the main ones I used and caught pretty much everything on those. So tried almost all over the lake. I hit spots just about everywhere. So, but the south half, probably from the Sunken Island south, or close to the island actually south, that was my best area. I tried up north and didn't do good at all. I caught just a few, so no keepers I don't think. So definitely the south end of the lake was better for me. I don't even know what water temperature was, but really clear. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and click subscribe. Thanks again. So this is my winning face, woohoo! My losing face, woohoo!